restarted the stream. Are you still with me? I restarted the stream. Chat, confirm if you're watching. I restarted the stream. I reconnected with Restream, our multi-stream provider. Let me know if this is better. We're back in 90 seconds. Looks good. I don't know if that created a new stream, but looks good. Hopefully that worked. Okay, 1 minute and we're back. Jury duty up next. Hopefully that made the stream stable. If that fixes it for the rest of the show, then we know it's the multi-stream issue.
It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you than the top voices in well-being?
Okay, we're coming back.
Start your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
Kickstart your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
And the winner of the iHeart Podcast Award is...
You can decide who takes home the 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards Podcast of the Year by voting at iHeartPodcastAwards.com now through February 22nd. See all the nominees and place your vote at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio. 104.1.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Well, courtrooms and updates on stories we've been following on the show. Thanks for hanging out. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. Stream people, I don't know what to tell you. I've done my best, and I've done all I'm going to do on the stream today. If it ain't cutting it, if it's glitching out for you, this is a too bad moment. Go over to iHeartRadio or the podcast later or something like that. But that's just going to have to be it for now. All right. Here goes nothing. Let's do jury duty.
Right. Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's lots of different places that you can go to. One of them that I would encourage you, this one is the main one, is Mo, because Mo, you know from the show, and he's also going to help you out to battle the insurance companies in the way that you would expect him to. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. All right, let's get our updates out there and some of the stories that we've been following, like the Nancy Guthrie story. I am starting to become a doomer on this story. I'm starting to wonder if we will ever find out what the hell happened to Nancy Guthrie.
I think everybody is going there quickly.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder now,
except for
3
Harvey.
weeks in or something. Yeah, TMZ just keeps getting notes and nothing else happens. And then I saw that they're turning on each other, the media outlets. And one of the first things they did was they started talking about how the streamers, the people who go over there who are streaming, are so terrible. And I was like, what? Why are the media outlets going after like the YouTube streamers and stuff when the media outlets are gathered there and hanging out in this neighborhood and doing all of the same stuff but they're turning on each other. Here's an example. This is Inside Edition bagging on the streamers that are covering this case.
Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
We're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
All right. So
that's annoying.
They are showing up and they show people with like their little phones and kits and stuff. But it seems rich to me that the other media outlets with bigger cameras and more vehicles and occupying the neighborhood will look down their nose and go, oh my God, these YouTubers are so annoying. It's like
they're real journalists.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they're saying. They're like, these amateurs can go home. They don't know what they're doing like we do.
Go back to your podcast, losers.
Right. You're like, we are able to do this and there should be no complaints. But if the amateurs come out, then, oh, boo them.
Yeah, but where are they posting all of their news clips until the live shot at 6 p.m.?
Mostly on YouTube and the
Social
same outlets. They just have bigger cameras and a little bit bigger budgets, and they're dogging on the amateurs that are coming up there.
Streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
That's what you're all
doing. The guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
That didn't make it look good, bud.
Subscribed.
Listen.
All right. You're not doing a good job defending yourself here.
You know what it's giving right now. And last night, Ashley and I finally watched that Neighbors show that everybody's talking about. The one you guys said about on HBO to watch.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking at these streamers that they're having problems with, and I see that obnoxious beach dude, the First Amendment auditor.
Yeah.
That guy was a piece of S.
Oh my God,
Just
that footage
an
was so
absolute
great.
maniac. I hated that guy.
The 360 back and forth, though, made me laugh so hard.
Is that is that him doing that? I thought that was A24.
A24 probably took, 360 footage, but it was his stuff. He just posted it. I'm sure it looked very different. But if you get the raw footage, you can do whatever angle you want.
He's holding the camera on like a 360 pole thing, and the way they go back and forth when the neighbors are yelling at each other is so fun. I did like that show too. Go check it out on HBO. It's called Neighbors that C-Line's talking about.
The people that were on his side saw what he did, was like, we would prefer you not be on our side anymore. But like that's what I was thinking. Like, I see these guys and I see the dude that had the GoPro coming out for the face shot, and then the other one that he's holding to point at everything. Because you got to do that stream, baby.
Yeah, that's what they're all doing out there. And the big media outlets are going, you guys are losers.
Sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock.
Hilarious.
In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos?
Shocking.
He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor.
Got on and did quick chat GPT. Like, give me a shocking chaos at the Guthrie house.
By the way, what is that? She goes, the on-screen graphics said shocking chaos. Where is the chaos?
Teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
So they're mad. They don't like the newbies coming in with their phones and their live streams and their lawn chairs, and a fight has broken out on the Guthrie scene over this particular issue. The sheriff did another interview I had seen with Fox 10 in Phoenix. He did an interview with them. I'll say that for a little bit later on in the show. The update from the Today Show, which, of course, where Savannah Guthrie works, at least for now, and the Today Show saying that law enforcement is turning to genetic genealogy for DNA, which is such a crazy thing that they do now, where if they get DNA from something, the first thing is you have to make sure that you think the DNA is from the person who committed this crime. We don't even know if that's the case right now, but they ran the DNA through the system and got no matches. And now they're going to go to these people who use all these different genealogy outlets to see if they can find a match. And they said that they are confident they'll get some sort of ID here, because it doesn't even matter if just, if just you have something in the DNA database. If anybody in your family has it, it can closely get to where you are by saying, well, second cousin, third cousin. It can identify all sorts of other people. And now they're looking at genealogy and partial DNA that they have in this particular case. I hope they get some information because, again, I'm starting to become a doomer on this. I don't know that we're going to find out what happened to this woman.
I think something went wrong.
Possibly, and that she may not be alive any longer. I mean, now we're talking a significant amount of time if she didn't have her medication. It just all is starting to fall apart completely. So we'll keep an eye on this story. Hopefully the family gets what they're looking for. But as far as right now, I know the FBI says they have names and photos that match this masked man that we saw at the house. But other than that, there's not a lot of things going on. TMZ just keeps getting notes that nobody else really cares about. And in the Colbert story, the Stephen Colbert show, him versus the CBS outlet, they're going back and forth. And the update there is that Brendan Carr from the FCC has jumped in on this. Let me quickly bring this up so we can see what's going on here. This is the update on the Stephen Colbert show. They say 2 days after a late night host, Stephen Colbert said he was barred from airing an interview with James Tallarico, who's getting way too many media mentions because of this, because of the network's legal concerns about flouting the FCC's equal time rule. The commissioner of the FCC, Brendan Carr, has defended himself against allegations of censorship. The head of the FCC says there was no censorship here at all, he says. He said he had a clear path to regulatory compliance by affording interviews to Tallarico's rivals in his primary race to become the next U.S. Senator from Texas. Carr blasted Tallarico, saying the 36-year-old politician took advantage of the news media for the purpose of raising money and getting clicks, and he has raised a bunch of money from this, the politician that Colbert was talking to.
So he's dogging on Tallarico for this? He seems like just a kind of a bystander who happened to benefit highly from it, but still.
In his defense, he was invited. So he was invited by Stephen Colbert, but he has been ramping it up. Like, here's the interview the FCC and the Trump administration don't want you to see. And, they're playing into all this stuff and playing politics. He remarked the press coverage of the incident was a perfect encapsulation of why the American people have more trust in gas station sushi than they do the national news media. On the other side of this, Ana Gomez, the only Democrat on the FCC, said Carr's investigations and threats toward media companies had led to corporate appeasement. What you're seeing is using and weaponizing our enforcement process to pressure broadcasters to self-censor, which I don't even believe is what was happening here. Now it's been pretty clear in the last 24 hours what went down. CBS said, you're going to have on the other candidates if you have this guy on. And the Colbert Show wasn't interested in doing that necessarily. They wanted to have this one candidate. This is the one they want. They don't want the other. Was it Jasmine Crockett? Is that
that was woman? One of them? There's more than one candidate there. Yeah. Excuse me. There's more than two candidates running for this office.
Yeah, Jasmine Crockett is, I think, the leading candidate, but maybe not anymore. Now the polling data is swinging a bit. But it seems pretty obvious that there's a lot of people using this to their advantage, including the politicians involved. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the final hour of the show. The Power Hour is on, and I got a lot of emails to get to, some dispatches. Your feedback is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Win your way, along with three friends, to the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, courtesy of Real Radio and Firestone Complete Auto Care. Enter now at realradio.fm/contest.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
Hello. Folks, is the stream still glitching, yes or no? Stream still glitching, yes or no?
Traveling on I-4 on your ride this afternoon. Expect to get caught up in some familiar delays in some typical areas. No accidents really slowing you down there. Traffic stop and go on Florida's Turnpike northbound before US 192.
Hello?
Lane eastbound on International Speedway Boulevard near LPGA Boulevard. That's blocked. There's a heavy police presence in that area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant.
Okay, I'm going to take this as the stream is still messed up.
676-8477 from the traffic center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firms. Score major deals on top brands at Mattress Firms President's Day sale. Find your dream mattress today.
Okay, I'm going to start this over.
Highly trained to find the right one to fit your unique needs.
Hey.
They
Hi.
make sleep easy.
I'm gonna go get the small bottle right now so I don't have to get it when I get the sandwiches.
Okay. Yeah.